Yeah, did you only just realize that it says sharding soon? I fucking love this song. This song is most definitely gonna be in the karaoke playlist when that happens, cause it will. I gotta prepare first. I gotta prepare. Felix dancing when? I don't know. I would like to. Felix 2.0, I really want to be able to have better back and forth movement. So I want to be able to dance better, baby. Yeah, let's dance. Okay, so let's turn off the music. I want Felix dancey dance. Okay, soon. Okie dokie. So let's start the game. So all of us have no choice but to watch the video that plays the second you start the game. You don't have a choice. Oh my gosh, are you guys ready? Somebody's gonna die today. Yippee! Oh, another thing that's gonna be on the karaoke playlist. Funny enough, I was singing it before. Who blended Hifumi before I did? That's what we're gonna find out. Before stream started, I was singing the Danganronpa theme, and I realized, oh shit, this also has to be on the karaoke playlist because I already know it by heart. Not this one, by the way. There's a different one, and it has lyrics and stuff. But yeah, I'm so sorry. Somebody killed Hifumi before you got the chance. Whoopsie. This investigation was long as fucking balls. And, I think Chapter 4's investigation is a little bit shorter. But Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 have such long investigations. Holy shit! Alright, but we can live now. We'll survive. BTWs, you literally, as far as I know, you can't skip through this. You have to watch this every time you start the game. Dago Bango, hello Marley, hello Liz, hello Walter. Thank you for coming. It's time for the Danganronpa Chapter 3 trial. Yippee! You guys ready to watch somebody die? Well, actually, don't be ready just yet. It's gonna take a while. We have to figure it out.
Even though I already know. I already know who done it. But you might not. And the characters of the game in my save file don't know yet. So we're gonna fucking find out.
Oakley, we're getting right the fuck into it. Like, I ended my last Danganronpa stream literally right before the trial started. So, anyways, let's set our skills. We are allowed to set a few more now that I actually have some. Bam, bam, nice. How the fuck do I go back? Okay, escape. Finish reparations.
Oh shit! Oh my god, it's starting.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
We've been here twice already, bitch. You don't gotta tell me nothing.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
I love lying.
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
That's not fucking true, Asahina!
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Bro is literally too stupid to commit a murder. I don't know why you are accusing him.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit.
Actually, Celeste, those blueprints, there's a little thing about those blueprints that is a little bit sus. And I'm sure we'll get to that real soon.
Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
I love Goth Queen. Celeste is awesome, and so many people cosplay her. And you know when you see someone cosplay her well, like they actually have the fucking crazy ass drills, that's how you know someone's an A tier cosplayer, is when they successfully cosplay Celeste. I could never.
It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know.
I love Hiro's voice acting in this trial. Is Hiro really the killer? Or before anything else, we have to make that clear. All right, baby, let's go. Sheesh. Make your argument. Yeah, here we go. Right away. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I knew it.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Yeah, I know Makoto. I'm just trying to figure out. Yes, it was found in his room.
The suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Fucking come on, man. Okay, let me speed through it.
It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Okay, I think I have to shoot the blueprints.
Everything we found in your room, the blueprints, the suit parts, they are...
There we go.
No, what's wrong?
I love Naegi. He's such a little scrungle.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
Get him, Naegi! Fuck him up, Naegi!
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
For real.
When you compare it to the blueprints,
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
I love Kitty Kitty finishing his fucking sentence for him. So cute.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Yeah, Sakura! Fuck, I love Sakura so much. I gotta be normal.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
I love him.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
I don't. You're jumping to
He's
conclusions.
not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Well, I don't care about what you think, Byakuya, even if you're right for once. Makoto's like, oh my god, he fucking agrees with me.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
No.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Stop! I love that. I fucking love that Byakuya starts fucking doing that. Like, once he, like, kind of trusts Makoto, like, a little bit. Like, you can tell he likes him, like, just a little. He starts being like, okay, Makoto, you do it. And, of course, he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The suspicious individual in question. The one that must have been in the suit.
I got it!
It was Hiro.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit.
The
We
Illuminati.
never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
You just said the exact opposite, Byakuya, you fucker.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
Well, you see, the thing is, Asahina, maybe think about this. What if the person in the suit wasn't the one who did the bonkin?
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Let's fucking go.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
I love her, she's crazy.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that,
Not the Ace Attorney pose.
there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
The way Bestie stands makes me think his fucking pants are on too tight.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
Sheesh.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
I fucking can't. Every time I can't. During the trials, it's just so funny how Byakuya and Kyoko both start saying something and then they're like, Makoto. The things that were used to move Taka's body. They must have been. Can I select more than one item?
I got it!
I can. There's still one more thing. Yeah.
Let me get it. Hold on a fucking minute.
This one.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the attitude? You asked me to do what?
What do you fucking want from me?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body.
Before playing this game, I had And since playing this game, never in my entire life have I ever heard the word repository used anywhere but this game.
That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Rolling it around.
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Bestie has a photographic memory.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Yeah.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
I love fucking Byakuya playing the judge. Monica was just sitting there like, I guess I'll just be here.
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Fuck you! That's true, but you don't have to say it.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Damn, oh my god. Stop! Today, one of my classmates in science compared me to her, like, 8-year-old daughter. Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. Yes, otherwise I won't know what the fuck is going on. Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. We're at the 3rd fucking trial and you're adding... Come on, man. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements, but from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has functions along with the RMB and LMB button. You will automatically reload at the start of fever time and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, it won't have to reload. Okay, so we're doing this shit. I hate this shit. This is my least favorite part.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Fuck.
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You miserable wretch.
Fuck, this is so hard.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
Okay, there we go. Fucking finally.
I cannot agree.
This
Bonk.
should prove it.
I love Celeste's poses though. She just looks and acts so innocent. Yuppies.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Get her ass, Naegi!
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well,
She just
anyway,
hates everybody,
that was
Naegi.
just
Don't
something
worry,
we
it's
had
not
to
you,
get out of
baby.
the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
It's just a guy.
I'm not sure that really matters.
I love Sakura.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
I know exactly what he's talking about. Fuck yes. This is the one trial where I actually remember all of the shit that happened. If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that?
You can't bend down, Naegi!
Let's fucking go, let's go.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room, and from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Damn, okay, I thought that would be the thing.
Shoot!
Fuck, I'm like gonna die. Because of the fucking bullet time battle, I'm gonna die.
As we know, Taka was killed in the and from there.
Yeah, the culprit then loaded it on.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly
Well, yeah. All you'd have to do is bend over.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
How do I regain health? I'm gonna fucking die.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
No.
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together, remember?
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
But then how did they put the body on the tarp?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance that the costume was taken off just to move the body. Because
I got it!
You can't take it off
I
yourself.
don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
there was a little clasp on the back.
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help.
Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
I didn't make the stupid friggin' thing.
There's this clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Why do you hate Hero so much, Hasina? Holy shit. She wanted to blame him so bad.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
She's just jealous of his amazing hair, yeah. The killer is kind of a silly little fool, for freaking, you know, locking up Hero in a fucking locker in the robot suit, because that immediately, you know, once we figure out all the shit about not being able to do this stuff in the robo suit, it immediately rules him out as a suspect. So
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
I know how to explain it.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt?
That guy hit me.
what guy?
Robo Justice. That's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
She wants it to be him so bad.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Kyoko's like, Aoi, I know you hate men, but calm down. She's a hater. She's a hater, bro.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
In a later area of the game, in one of the next few chapters, Hero does most definitely do some shit that makes me fucking hate him. But not here, okay? He's not now, okay?
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
I love fucking Sakura agreeing with genocide is so funny.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Probably not.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning.
Legit, Sakura's the most underrated character. Fucking absolutely, abso-fucking-lutely. Facts. Factual information. It's actually horrendous how underrated she is. And one of the biggest reasons she's so underrated is because she's a super buff girl. So, number one, people don't want to learn how to draw muscular women. And number two, there's not a lot of people who would consider themselves equipped to cosplay her. So there's very few Sakura cosplays. There's not a lot of Sakura fan art. And pretty much all Sakura fanfiction is just her and Asahina. Justice for women! Justice for muscular women! Justice for Sakura! We love Sakura Ugami in this chat.
4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
Hello, Nate.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
I love hearing Sakura say Robo Justice. All serious.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong?
I saw a shadow! Something moving around at the top of the stairs!
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did. Celeste! What's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I saw him! This strange costumed man! He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
I ain't doing that.
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been...
Hifumi! He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
I really wish I could make the one eyebrow up, one eyebrow down expression. I need a fucking toggle for that.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Yep. Crazy coincidence.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared!
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
That's fucking crazy.
And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
I need to know what fucking mic Byakuya's VA is using, because that shit is so crisp.
Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
Yeah, and you were nowhere to be fucking found, Kyoko.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what.
This song is so good.
Sorry. What about the file?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order? Okay, so I'm supposed to...
I wonder if
Which one do I hit? I literally only have one heart.
What order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death came from a swing.
Love how Genocide Jill's just hanging out here. Yeah, she's just chilling. She's just here. She's our homie.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh my god, am I gonna die? I'm about to die. Guys, am I gonna lose? Holy shit, I have fucking half a heart!
So, regarding Taka, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
Oh my god, guys, I'm about to get fucking executed. Help! Okay.
Shoot.
Hold on, wait, are they gonna show Naegi's execution or not? Do they show it here? Will they show it? I don't think they will. Sorry, I didn't say anything. No.
Is this really the
No,
end
let
for
me
all of us?
try again. Come on, man. Please, let me come on, man. Give me a fucking second. Okay, yay, I revive it. Yippee. I literally always know fucking exactly what, like, I know exactly what happened. I don't know what the fuck they want me to hit, though.
What makes you say? Because of the number.
It's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death, came.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Oh, okay, so it's the first thing that she says is what I'm supposed to do?
Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Wait, then what the fuck is it? She literally says 2 things. There's only 2 things that she mentions. What else am I supposed to... I literally don't know.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was.
Okay, so it's not that one.
What makes you say?
Because of the number.
And it's not this
True
one.
that Hifumi was while Taka's death.
See? So it's
There's only 2!
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder
Are you...
if he died
What?
Or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
She only says 2! What am I supposed to hit?
Shoot.
I know, guys! Guys, am I not seeing something?
Or perhaps it was. We already know Taka
Okay,
came
so it's
last.
not that.
Because of the
It's
numbering
not
of
that.
It's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
What? There are 2 options to hit. There are 2 options to hit, and neither of them are correct. What? Guys, I hold the fucking phone. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I'm so mad. I'm literally fucking looking this up. I don't care. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. I'm fucking looking it up. I'm looking it up. Oh my god. I forgot about a fucking mechanic.
So, regarding Taka's death.
I'm so dumb! I forgot that you could do that! Oh, come on, man!
No, what old Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Wild Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Wait, I think I might have to absorb the other one.
So,
I didn't read that carefully. I only read that you're supposed to absorb.
Taka came last.
That's not true.
Because of the numbering of the Justice.
There we go. Oh my god! Guys, that was a fucking embarrassment. Holy shit! Okay, thank God we finished that before the Minerva raid. Hello, raiders! Hello!
Hello, Minerva Raiders!
Dropped off their 10 kids. Yeah, do you like my new notifications? Tropius.
Hello, Alexius Minerva and their 10 children.
Thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you.
We're playing Danganronpa, Chapter 3. We're doing the trial right now. We're about a little over 30 minutes in.
And we just had a big struggle moment. Because I forgot about a game mechanic. But I looked it up because I was really, really mad, and we lost. We literally got executed. But okay, it's fine now. We came back to life. So we're back on that hashtag grind, baby. Let's fucking go.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
I wanted to put Hifumi into attraction factor.
I believe that a lot of people felt that way. However, I feel as though his massive amount of lard would probably irreversibly damage your trash compactor.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Literally, yeah. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died. I'm thinking. Oh. Sorry, I like, I got excited because I fucking remembered. Oh my god, that hint is so fucking absurdly obvious. Putting the first 2 whole letters. Oh, I forgot how to spell.
Now I understand.
Massive amount of large. I said lard, but he is large.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting?
Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch.
It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls!
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
Literally, yeah. So fucking
That's
true,
right.
Moiniki.
Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Kirigiri's so smart. She wasn't with us for literally like any of the going-ons. We go into the trial and she's immediately like, all right, guys, I know everything that's going on.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
It was on fucking purpose.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
Correct.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Deadass.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
True.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Again, I'm not doing that. We read this literally 5 milliseconds ago.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Yeah, Kyoko's being, like, very helpful right now, but also she's the, like, one person who was MIA for everything and does not have any excuse whatsoever.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Bro is fucking rotund.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
No.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
I love him. He's just like, yeah, no, I don't know. He's smiling.
He's so silly. Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Yeah, and I have a rock hard muscles. Yeah.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room.
Bro,
correct?
look at Celeste's skin next to the fucking, like, white of her sleeves and her bonnet. She's literally the color white. Is bro wearing like how Victorian era people would literally just fucking powder themselves head to toe?
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Yeah, deadass.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway. In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
Naegi really does not want Kyoko to be sus. I love how a lot of times during the investigation, people were bullying Naegi, being like, you like her, don't you?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Speaking of powdered Victorian era look, Kyoko's also in that category, I would say. Like, damn.
Damn, man! You're like mega white.
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Maybe she's so pale because she has circulation problems, and that's why she wears the gloves. They're compression gloves. Figured it out.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though.
So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
That's a little bit sussy.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, What if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
Dude's about to turn us into a magical girl.
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Yes, I fucking love this song, sorry. Sorry. Huh?
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... ghost!
I love Hero. We stand the song. Fuck yeah, there's so many good tracks in the Danganronpa OST. Let's fucking go, baby. Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Well, I mean... he literally spoke to you before he died. Like, which was prior to the incident you're thinking of. So, I don't know why this is a surprise to you.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Yeah, and up 2 flights of stairs, which is pretty impressive.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
Based.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive. Is it really possible?
Yes.
I'm so nervous that we're gonna have to absorb a statement again. I fucking, like, literally... I forgot that that was a mechanic. I'm so dumb, bro!
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you've heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, we're back. We're gonna die again. Oh my god, the fact that we died again because of a fucking misclick. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Okay, we're fucking clicking through this. Literally, how the fuck am I so bad at a game that is this fucking simple? I can't. Oh my god, I'm gonna pee my pants.
I refuse to give up yet.
Oh my god, I literally fucking misclicked. Oh my god, I fucking can't. Oh my god, I'm gonna pee my pants. Oh my goodness.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's
Oh my
a
God.
chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Yeah, how are you
Surely
so
you
sure?
heard the body discovery announcement, along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was...
Are we really... Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
No, that was... bruh. I wish I could, like, fucking agree with
Are
what
you
she said.
saying that
I
when
have
we
to
first
absorb
found there's a
somebody's
chance
statement.
He was actually still...
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt. And you know that surely you heard the body, the Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really... Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
I literally fucking misclicked again! Oh my god, if we lose, it is absolutely because I keep hitting the fucking right side of my mouse instead of the left side of my mouse.
Are you
I keep
saying
forgetting
that when
which
we
does
first
what.
found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Okay, there we go.
there's
Okay.
a chance he was
Right
actually
is
still
for the
alive?
pink.
No.
Left
It
is for the yellow. Okay.
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
And holding down
Surely you heard
the left
body
is how I
discovery
absorb.
announcement, Hifumi's dead body had been found, and that is why the...
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Walter, I'm going to refund you that because I cannot do that right now. I can't do that right now. Lore only mode would be if we're playing a game that would involve a lot of me talking out of character. And in that case, you would ask me, I would respond to all messages in chat as Felix from Trifolium Repent. That isn't really something I can do at this point in time. I'm sorry. I will send those points back to you if you give me just a moment. Also, hello, Alley Cat. Hi! Oh my gosh, hi! Hi! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, hi! I might have to ask my mod to do it because I literally constantly, I don't know how to refund things. Okay, I'll DM Ender. Was wondering how your character would react in a trial. I don't think I'd be able to properly play the game. Time to summon Ender. I'm just gonna have to ask for fucking Ender. He's offline right now. Please refund Walter Geist VT 5,000 points. Crying emoji. Okay, Walter, I will do that another time. Maybe for free. Ender, we have gasoline. No! I'm sure the body discovery announcement was only made once, but Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi and then there's a chance he was actually...
No. It is Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
What? Oh my god, so I have to absorb Kyoko's statement
Maybe the
again.
announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
We have gasoline and candles? Oh shit. What?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was
Ender,
dead.
I'm shilling.
Out of that.
Stop!
And you know that
Why are we shilling?
surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
There we fucking go! Let's go! Let's go, game mechanic learner. Game mechanic learner. I be remembering shit.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
It wasn't!
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Actually.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
Bitch! Imagine remembering game mechanics. I mean, I'm saying that because I forgot literally right before you raided. I forgot that I could absorb other people's statements, and I was freaking out because none of my truth bullets were working during one of the areas. Like, I got killed because all answers were wrong, and I was like, oh, what am I doing wrong? So I looked up a guide, and all I did was, I didn't want to cheat. I just read the words, and it said absorb, and I was like, oh, oh. Also, I mean, there's way too many game mechanics in Danganronpa, but there's so much happening, and it's only during the trials, so there's literally like fucking like 5 hours of gameplay in between that have nothing to do with it. And how am I supposed to remember?
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
Also, guys, let me know if the game is too loud or too soft. I usually keep the volume relatively loud during the trials so you guys can hear all the characters. But just let me know.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
I believe that was intentional, my dear Nayagi.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
But Jockey, your voice is too quiet. I'm not sure. Let's see, is there a way I can change? Oh. There we go. Now it should be good. Okay. There we go. There we go. I literally didn't remember that you could change it, Liz. I was just checking just in case. Can we turn the SFX volume down just a tad? I did. I diddly did. Should I turn it down more, or let me know in just a second.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Get his ass, Hero.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Get him! Fucking get him! Get him!
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second body discovery announcement. The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and the equipment room. And the second time was when...
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
God, look at how from this angle, it's just so bad. You could see the way that Hifumi's pants are fucking constricting his obesity. Oh my god, how the fuck is his pants button not just fucking fucking go flying like a fucking bullet across the room? We're gonna kill somebody.
The kinetic energy behind those pants is fucking nuts.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Let's fucking go, Naegi.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Correct.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Yes.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
I know what you're gonna say!
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
I love her little smile. Like, wow, you are so dumb.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
There fucking is!
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find it and show it to everyone.
And I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
here's one thing
Let's
we
try
do
and not
know.
die this time, guys.
The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then,
While me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the
I was
repository.
just testing to make sure I remembered
But when you
which one was which.
compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
What do you mean? Shoot! What do you mean I'm wrong? I know it.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found him, and then his body
And the next time we saw it was in the repository.
but when you compare his body before being moved and his body other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
There we go. Okay. I should have just fucking waited. My stupid impatient ass.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
Yes.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Oh yeah, baby, it's the little fucking anime paper or whatever. Yeah.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? Mm-hmm. And whose digital camera was it?
I love the
Hifumi's,
fucking,
of course.
the fucking, you guys can't see me pointing. Hold on. This. I love this.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Aw, Asahina, you remembered.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Except for me, but...
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
Hifumi and Toko.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
What if he was a closet weeb, though? I think that would be pretty funny.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... what exactly?
I love him. I love stupid people, guys.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
Yes.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Kyoko's like, man, that is just way too much corpse.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
I know what it was.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
Thank you, Kyoko.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
I just love her fucking voice so much.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
The one who moved Taka's body was...
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
I didn't like Toko, but I love Genocide Jill. Wow, Walter.
That explains a lot about you, actually.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
Isn't that kind of sus? Isn't it like kind of really, really useless? That it can a repository, a storage closet, can only be locked from the inside. That's fucking dumb. Like that was very clearly intended to be used in for the murder school, for the murdering. Otherwise, why would you do that?
Would be a great place for secret sloppy makeouts in between classes, though, am I right, kids?
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
He killed our fucking boy!
But that means he took part in the murders.
Cause he's fucking dumb.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
I love that Kyoko's like, I see you're in shock. Let me continue.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Yeah, the one that you went in his fucking pants to get.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Oh god, she's gonna mention that she found it in his pants and everyone's gonna be like, oh, what the fuck?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
Dun dun! It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's
I
pants.
got it!
Yeah, for sure.
That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
This is definitely, this sprite of hers is definitely, it's really something. Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary. But still, I can't let her get to me.
All right, let's go, baby. Oh! Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Oh, I got it! Look, guys, look! Look! I got one and I didn't mess up!
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that...
No further objections!
I love her.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Tell them, Naegi.
Proof that Hifumi stole the note from Taka.
The little.
I got it!
Yeah.
When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Yuppies!
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
I don't think Monokuma would allow that.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proved...
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Another one.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Uncalled for?
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
There's something that's been bothering me even more. The fact that people are fucking killing each other.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Actually, I have an answer for that.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Some of you bitches are so hostile for no good reason.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's just like me.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Well,
Personally, I haven't a clue.
let me educate you then, wench.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
It is the same kinda thing.
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, guys, watch me fuck up a couple times first.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Okay, let's just listen
Was
to
it
it through
Justice
first
Hammer
before I
3?
act. Before I act.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4.
Impatient.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
What the fuck did you just say?
Shoot!
What was
Used to kill. Was it just maybe justice?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody... Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make it! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Murdergear.com.
Well, one thing seems pretty
/hammer.
clear.
I really hope that
The
exists.
murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
Is this... Okay.
No, it's wrong.
You literally just have to fucking sit and listen, I guess. I just have to stop being so impulsive.
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
It was something completely different. It was also a Justice Hammer, but it was made out of wood and didn't have Justice Hammer written on it. It was the exact same thing.
But seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder.
It was in the bonking station.
If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
If I ever make a bonk emote for my, for like, our channel emotes or the Discord or anything, do you think I should make the bonk be with a Justice Hammer?
Maybe.
That's kind of tempting, actually. I might write that down.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones.
Okay, I'm writing it down. Commission bonk emote with Justice Hammer number 1. Let's go! Let's go! We're gonna have a fucking Danganronpa reference emote. I feel like this game is too big a part of my personality for me to not.
I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Yuppies.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with
How
him.
the fuck else would he have died, bruh?
The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
I don't know, maybe just being a shrimp.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
He was shrimping for you, girl. You did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least, that's what we thought at first. But... okay. This looks like a situation where I'm gonna have to absorb. Okay, we gotta...
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay, I think I need to absorb
Based on the
two
rules that have
murders
been
and
laid
then
out for
shoot
us,
impossible.
Even if more than one person, only the one who actually, assuming the rule holds true.
That is.
But that only really applies if there's one murder. In this case, however, there were two murders.
Tell them, Naegi.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for, even if more than one person is complete, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true.
No, that's wrong!
I'm so smart now! My brain synapses are connecting, they're zapping!
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Even though Hifumi's weird champ, you can't help but feel a little bit bad for him.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Byakuya is like, why would anyone want to work with Hifumi? The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this case as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. Although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Oh shit, we're allowed to choose already? Alright guys, you know what? You guys ready?
You guys ready?
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Yeah.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless goddamn idiot!
I love her voice. And I love when she breaks character. I love it! Ah!
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Yeah, you guys had a weird pseudo-BDSM relationship.
I got it!
Oh, you meant that they
The
both
behavior they had in
Robo-Justice.
common has to do
Okay.
with the suspicious
Okay. Yeah, that's a
individual
little
in the
different.
suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush, the adults are talking now.
Can you shut your goddamn mouth? Listen, guys, I know that I'm cute and adorable and wholesome, and all of you think that. But personally, if I was Makoto right now, I would be fucking throwing hands with Miyake for this shit. Listen here, girl.
Sorry.
Don't apologize! What? Naegi, it's okay, little man.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Yuppies.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow. Something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
Hi, Ender. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Hi, I hope you had an okay day at work. Welcome home.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong?
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
I saw him, this strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
I'm glad that it was an easy day. I had chemistry lecture today,
And the current unit that we're on, for once in my goddamn life, I understand what we're talking about.
Yippee!
Okay, we like read all of these scenes already multiple times during the trial. I don't know why they keep
It
re-showing
was
them.
to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
It's pretty fucking smart, I'll admit.
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up. Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Flashback harder. Yeah, in the chapters, they only ever flash back to events slightly earlier in the chapter. Like, oftentimes, during these streams, it'll just be flashbacking to something that I read earlier in the stream. It's only not the case this time around because I split up daily life, then deadly life, and then the trial into 3 parts instead of just 2. That's the only reason.
And on top of that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we are on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
That did not sound like a scream that could have carried across the sea.
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed.
There was like 3 crackheads that did not want to leave the store, brother, but good attempt. Yeah, Liz is so sorry. Liz is very funny. I feel bad that I can't do Walter's Redeem right at this moment, but hopefully soon we will be doing something that I will be able to uphold the lore only mode redeem, because it sounds really fun. Like if it was during daily life, I honestly think I would have been up for doing lore only mode and stuff, but not during a trial because there's so much gameplay mechanic shit that I keep forgetting how it works. Shocking it took that long for someone to try that redeem. Well, I mean, it's because I think it's because most people don't really care about the lore book. But Walter is one of the few who has engaged in at least a chapter or 2, I think. But maybe he's just trying to humor me.
Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Girl, please.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
You think it's the funniest one? I mean, it would be a funny one if somebody redeemed lore only mode and then started saying like super horrible things that happen in the lore and be like, hey, remember that?
It has potential for funnies.
But also pain.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Oh, whoa.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed, so Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
No, that is a little bit. Oh.
Okay.
Also, I think my chat, my OBS has had the little red light on for a couple of minutes, so I think there might be a little bit of delay between you and I chat. So I apologize. Hopefully that will stop now because the red light. Nope. Damn! It turned green, and then the second I mentioned it again, it was like,
Oh, you mean this red light?
hello!
Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh!
Hello! Sorry, I just saw my mic peak.
Necopelia, thank you for the raid! Thank you very much for the raid.
Thank you for bringing your 2 children. We are playing Danganronpa right now.
And we are doing trial number 3, and we're actually,
We're just about to get down and dirty with it, if you know what I mean, you know? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Oh, there was a bit of lag. Yes, definitely. 2 Snakes streaming, meow.
hello! Hello, Two Snakes Streaming. Welcome, and thank you for the meow.
That's usually my raid message, actually. I'm baby.
Clover! Hi! Hello, Kip. Hi. Welcome here. And hello, Neko. Thank you guys so much for coming. All right, let's get back to it, baby.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
Spoilers, by the way, lol. Yeah, if, oh.
Aw, Two Snakes Streaming, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Enchanted Forest. Welcome to Wendy's.
But yeah, spoilers for Danganronpa, obviously, of course, considering I am playing the game.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said?
Oh my god, I can't wait until she starts getting spicy. Is she gonna start getting spicy?
If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Byakuya said that Celeste's comment doesn't make any sense. What is he alluding to? I believe I know what he is alluding to, perhaps, maybe. Yeah, this is definitely an absorbed moment.
Alley Cat, thank you for the drink something. I indeedly duly will.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay, I think I was supposed to absorb so strange. Okay, I absorb so strange, and then I shoot those guys.
They must really be enjoying this.
Enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to.
Yeah,
we are going to die.
So many of the voices
just like
here
those
are so
guys died.
freaking good.
And that is all I said.
And that's
absorbed
all
the
it
wrong
takes
thing.
to finish this.
Let me get
It's
this.
obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay, got it. Okay, now we're gonna shoot those
All I
guys.
said was, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are all going to die here.
We are going to die.
Yeah, let's fucking
Just like
get him!
Let's go!
No,
Got him! I always get stuck at the
That's
parts where
right.
you have to absorb
There's no
something.
reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, None of us had told her Taka was dead.
Got her. Got him. Got him. Got him. You know?
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
I didn't even think of that. Oh yeah, she about to go nutty. Yeah, go nuts, let's go!
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
I know.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's time.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Actually, I have an answer to that.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Thank you, Kyoko.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other
I
explanation.
love that she just said, no. Other explanations. If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, the only other possibility is...
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Yeah.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
Yeah.
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Yeah, sorry, broski.
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Cat fight!
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Sheesh! Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible?
I disagree.
Okay, let's go. Robo Justice blueprints. Robo Justice costume. Yasuhiro's message.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
I know what to do. I'm ready.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry me. You tried to make me look...
Like I said, as you can see in the picture,
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up.
Got
No,
it!
that's wrong.
Let's go! I'm fucking up a lot less now, guys. Alright. I got my groove back!
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
We said this literally 5 seconds ago.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
I love that Celeste sprite. Oh my gosh.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Get her ass!
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Yes, I love when she breaks character.
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Yes, I know what we're about to do. Fuck yes.
Hey, Hifumi, who was it that attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu. Hiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
Sorry, I'm like getting excited.
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
That's a crazy threat to make.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
I know what she means.
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said
I got it!
last name.
That's right, our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
That shit do be genuous.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Fucking Byakuya and Genocider's relationship is the funniest thing in the entire world.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
I'm sorry. That's my favorite line. That's my favorite line that Celeste says in the whole game. I don't know whether to laugh or spit. I fucking love that.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well? Do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up!
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. I know what it is. I know what it is.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
Get her ass!
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is...
Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
Why is it upside down?
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict
Oh
me,
shit. Well, they went
the
real
only truth there
cray
is.
cray cray with the pink there.
Okay, let me zoom. Let me zoom real quick.
Hifumi was trying to. He wanted us to know the killer. If there's one person,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times, guys?
Celestia Ludenberg!
How long do you plan?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way
To contradict me.
Let's go!
No, that's wrong.
Fucking go, officer.
That's it. The handbook.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Makoto, being a sweet little cutie pie as you are is not gonna work, okay, honey bunny?
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because.
I've heard that used as an audio on TikTok so many times. because.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Among Us ass argument, motherfucker just got game mechanics.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go! I fucking love this part! Look at him! No way! The way Hifumi is drawn in this is oh my god! Oh my god!
This is a little bit pickling. This is a little bit pickling. This is a little bit pickling. This is a little pickling. This is a little pickling. For sure.
The killer
I
is
think I definitely
you.
have some wrong here, but
Before anything,
I
the
did my
killer
best, guys,
persuaded
okay?
someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
the way they drew
Hifumi.
Hifumi's fucking killing
With an
me.
accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Yes! Fuck! Sorry, I shitted myself.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
They drugged
That
my boy.
someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Man, poor Hero.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
I love Taco. I'm so sad.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room.
If I first tried this shit, I'm gonna...
The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story.
Absolutely insane that Hifumi was able to kill Hifumi.
The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
I think I first tried. I think I fucking
while
first
we
tried
did that,
this.
we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's
I first
office.
tried this shit.
This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi.
Ender, I didn't! I swear I really didn't!
And Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation.
I didn't. This is all off the top of my bean.
He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository.
Bro literally had the workout of his fucking life doing this. Literally.
That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Oh, how pretty.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Got him! Even though we died
lost?
fucking 3 times at least.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
I mean, she is the ultimate gambler, so.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
Ender, that's so fucking true.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Aw, Taiko is a cute name!
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
She's such a cool character. Like, I hate her for killing Taka, but she's a really cool character. An A? Even though I died a bunch of times? Well, damn.
Oakley dokley then.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Okie dokie, guys. Here we go. Another execution as scheduled. This one is such a feast for the eyes, though. I feel horrible to say.
All right. Get a good look at it.
What?
Oh, okay, I have to do some voice acting first.
It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The Blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was, ta-da! Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly,
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder.
I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying.
My specialty. Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then,
Then did you use... you know. I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here.
I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad.
In other words,
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit.
What are you doing here?
Actually,
I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with
It
this?
was Taka. He stole it.
Yeah.
What?
So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there.
Oh my god, look at Hifumi's room! How did he get all these anime figures and anime bullshit into here? What? Where did it come from? What?
I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him! But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct. Which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did.
as for
He
me,
came to my room last night unannounced. And then, it's hard for me to even say, he abused me.
What?
What? And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but...
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far!
It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was.
I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life.
Completely unforgivable!
I'm going to kill him! I'm going to fucking kill him!
most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try to kill you.
What?
Also, hello, Commodore.
indeed.
And also, he can keep her to himself. That bastard!
Completely unforgivable!
Bastard!
Honestly,
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not! How could I? She...
I swear, I will save her!
I have to save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan.
Huh?
Huh?
I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem.
You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
Indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect?
Because you're stupid.
That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though.
I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that and he believed it.
It seems all very straightforward, stereotypical.
I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
so in the end,
So you had planned to kill him all along!
But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya!
I wonder about that.
No, he derives pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But...
But all you've been saying But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here!
You little bitch!
Obviously that was a lie!
Ugh!
Hey!
I couldn't take it! I hated it from day one! More than anyone else in here!
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out! Every day was fresh torture! And you wanna know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle.
A castle?
And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. And that's what life is all about! Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh,
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious.
And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
That's right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey,
You just get executed again. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, let's get rolling! The black and disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment for her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again, in another life.
God, Celeste has so many fucking... Oh, she has so many good lines in this trial! God damn! Alright, here we go. What you all came here for. I guess. I don't know, maybe. Even though it makes me sad, you have to admit that this execution is vividly, like visually very, very pretty. Bye-bye, Celeste. I regret that we didn't spend any of our free times with her, but I wanted you guys to decide. So she got isekai'd? Do not give me fanfic ideas. Don't. I don't want to think about writing a Danganronpa fanfic in this year of 2023. I don't want to. You just gave me such a massive idea. No. Okay, I'm gonna voice act. No. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her. But I also can't deny that, at one point, I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and...
Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. Extreme! You guys are still young! You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here!
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is. But that reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
Waaah?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh, how exciting.
Oh man, oh jeez. Oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body. What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
See ya!
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means...
Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose that sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know.
Then I'll go too.
What?
You?
Please, let me go.
Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want.
Oh my gosh! Kyoko and Makoto going into the bath alone together?
Is probably what Monokuma would say. Thank you, Byakuya.
Well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
Hey, I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay?
Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone.
I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone. Oh my god, the way that Asahina... Thanks for the, support, I guess. You literally are Monokuma IRL. I mean, I guess I did write executions in the fact of writing the deaths of, numerous characters in the lore book. I mean, in terms of named characters, at least, we have Skyrel, Nafir, Brandy, Sugar,
And don't even get me started about who's gonna die in the next book. I know you guys just can't wait for that.
By that I mean the two people who actually came to the book reading streams.
Lol.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
hey,
then-
where can we kiss?
I mean,
We need to get into that locker.
Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning! It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's safe. Thank goodness.
I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. Literal psycho. I think I'm crazy. I think I am crazy. Yes. But I don't think I'm a psycho. I don't think I'm a... Hold on, let me look up the definition of psychopath. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Hold on, I'm just gonna check. Define psychopath. A person affected by chronic mental disorder with abnormal or violent social behavior. I might be... Wait, no, I don't want to... We're not talking about this. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer.
So now we can officially say the case is closed.
As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but... Can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me. What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
You.
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried!
what?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared, and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that...
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too.
No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me?
Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me, too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then
That's fine.
fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes. So I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action. Oh shit, so we still got a while to go before this chapter's done, huh?
Are you excited, chat? We might make it to 3 hours.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. Hello, random human! We just finished the chapter 3 trial? Liz, you say Felix 3-hour stream as if I don't do like 4-hour and 5-hour streams at least once a week. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this?
Well, why don't we just go and check now, Mr. Makoto?
Go in the pee-pee.
It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. And suddenly, as if I were being yanked in,
Poggers?
at the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on.
I love the cartoon bang sound effect.
I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said,
Correct.
in the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room. But what's in here?
Well, there's lots of things to look at, Mr. Makoto.
It's just a normal desk with normal drawers.
Books.
There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust.
She's a peeping Tom, huh? Damn, Kyoko. Well, okay, so we peeped on her. We peeped on her bathing. I feel like she is within her right. I feel like she is, considering that Naegi, Hagakure, and Hifumi did peep on the girls in the bath. I feel like Kyoko is well within her rights to peep on Makoto.
Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I could understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words. You must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before. But I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Uh-oh. I got bonked. Again. A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Holy fuck, everything's gone. Well, damn. Ow! Apparently something hit me, and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. Well... An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty. Gone. It's all gone! The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest. Dude's gonna have some serious brain damage. Makoto gets a second concussion within a 7-day period, giving him permanent brain damage. Dude's already got serious trauma. What's some more brain damage? Makoto has been knocked out via blunt force 3 times now. Broski?
Where's the fucking doctor? Where's the doctor? Where's the ultimate doctor when we need him?
My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow, I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that, as if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound, it's coming from the gym? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? Can't be nothing. Here, in the gym? What's going on? I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more.
Bro, I'm gonna get epilepsy.
Whoa! Before me there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move, or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me?
Go, Sakura! Get his ass! Fuck him up!
This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Yeah, go Sakura! Yippee!
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is... Yeah, chapter 4 makes me so fucking depressed. Chapter 4 makes me want to scream and cry and wax my fucking scalp. 7 people are still alive. Damn.
All right, and that was chapter 3.
Yo, we got Super Robo Justice. Let's go. All right, let's save.
And that'll be it for today, ladies and
Bruh, fucking jump scare.
All right, everybody. That is going to be the stream for tonight.
I actually still have some homework to do. Don't tell anyone. Ha ha ha. Let's take a look-see-poo. Who the freak is live right now?
How in God's name?
Anybody that I know streaming. Nope a doodle daisy. So I'm just releasing you into the wilderness.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. It was another very fun stream.
I don't know. I feel like there's something that I'm doing tomorrow night, but I can't really remember. But if I'm free tomorrow night, I will stream tomorrow night, and we will get started on chapter 4. But next stream, if I have a lot of time, I will be doing chapter 4 daily life. If I have only a little bit of time, I'll try and do a short shiny hunting stream, because my lunatic ass was like, I'm gonna do a short shiny hunting stream, and then I did a 4-hour one. So next time I do a shiny hunting stream, it will be short, okay?
But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. So yeah.